Hey guys, what's up? It's Christy here with No Fab Just Fab. And so in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do a couple different techniques on how to create different looks with curls. So I have I believe it's a 1 1/4 curling iron here. And I'm going to show you how to create a couple different looks. So there's your basic curl. There is more of a textured curl, and then there's just more kind of volume curls. So the first one I want to show you how to create is just more of volume curls. So I'm going to take a little section here, and as you can see, it's about maybe 1.5 inch section. And this look, I want it to be just kind of more big. I don't really want like a ringlets. I don't want it to be wavy. I just kind of want it to be big and flowy. I'm going to take my curling iron. Now, the size of curling iron does matter, but I'm going to explain to you how you can kind of get past the size of curling iron. So, whoops. I can get it together here. It's kind of tricky doing this while trying to record. So the smaller the curling iron that you have, the bigger the section you want to take, because you want to have more hair in there. That way the curl's not so tight. So you can actually do this look with a little bit of a smaller curling iron. Just remember to take more hair. So as you can see, I took a section and I curled it this way. The traditional, like, curls that everybody's doing, Kardashian curls, you want to go vertical, but this time I took it horizontal because I don't want to have like curls. I want it to be just a little bit fuller. So what I would do is you can take a bobby pin and just secure it right here and let it cool down. You want to let it cool. So I would probably do maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6, just kind of depending on how much hair you have, of these big curls around my head. It's almost like wearing old school rollers. So I would do another one here, and then another here, and another here, and then maybe, I don't know, a couple in the back. So however many chunks you need to take in order to get your whole head rolled. So you let that cool down, and then as you can see, it is a it is a big flowy curl. It's not like a ringlet, it's not a wave. I probably should have done my whole head. So you get a nice, pretty, big wave or curl. But as you can see, it's not real curly, it's not wavy, it's just kind of a little bit flipped out on the ends. So that is one way to curl hair. Like you see these girls with this big glamorous, just kind of curls. That is how you can curl that. So the second way is, I'm going to show you the traditional way to curl hair. Just kind of, the long curls. So like I said, if you want to achieve that look, you want to go horizontal. So what I do is I take this top section out because I have so much hair. You don't have to, but I do. I have a lot of hair, so I kind of have to curl it in sections. So I take this top part out. I then take a horizontal section down. Now again, depending on the size of the curls and how big or tight you want them, would depend on your curling iron. So it's totally up to you if you want to have tight curls or bigger curls. So comb through the ends, and then I take my curling iron. I start at the base. I'm holding it vertical. So you start at the ends, and then you just turn and you bring these ends in. super easy. Be careful and watch your ear. And then you leave that be. You don't touch it because you want it to set and you want it to cool. So you move on to the next section. I'm going to take a big chunk. I am going to comb it through. My hair is a little nappy, sorry. So I'm going to comb it through. Again, start at the base, twist until all those ends are in. And the reason you want to start at the base is because you want to have a curl at the top. I don't know if you see a lot of people that it's like straight and then the ends are like curly. So that's why you start at the base and you pull the hair in. So again, I'm going to let that loose. And I'm going to leave it to sit and cool down. So once you've got your whole head curled, then you can go through and you can give your hair a little bit of, take a little serum or something that's going to help with the frizz, and then just kind of run your hands through it, and you have, obviously if your hair is longer, it'll be curlier, and you have curls. Super simple. Okay. So, the next technique I want to show you is how to create a beachy wave. You don't want it to be real curly. So, again, curling iron. Now size does depend. It depends on the length of your hair. If your hair is shorter, you want to go a little bit smaller. If your hair is longer, you can go a little bit thicker. So I'm curling it. Now the key is when you bring it down, you want to leave that end in there and pull it all the way down. So it almost leaves it to be straight, but you want to make sure that you give it a tug when you come down. So I'm going to take the next chunk. And now again, I would do this in sections as I did a while ago because my hair is so thick. If you have the ability just to grab pieces and curl, go for it. But my hair is way too thick for that, so I'll have to do it in sections. But I'm just using the top to show you guys. So again, feed it in there. If you want to leave the ends out, you can leave the ends out. It's totally up to you. So again, the trick is pulling it down without letting the ends out, super tight. And so what this is going to do is it's going to cool like this. It's going to cool down when you pull it really, really tight. It's going to cool down, so the curl is going to be not so big, and it's going to give you more of a wave. So I'm going to continue with this side to show you a little bit more. It actually looks really cool. If you were to use like a 1-inch curling iron, the waves look a lot wavier. But again, this is a 1 1/4. Bring it down. And I'm going to let it cool. One more, and then I will comb it out. So again, you're doing this all over your head, like I said, however, whatever suits you. If you want to do it in sections, if you just want to grab chunks, it's totally up to you. Now, I like to use a Marcel because I'm a hairstylist. If you do not have a Marcel, it's totally okay. You can use the clamp kind. It doesn't really matter. Coming down, pulling on the ends. It makes it really, really tight. So I'll let that cool for a second. And then I'm going to take, again, a little bit, maybe a little bit of serum or a really smooth wax. And then you will run your hair through. And as you can see, it's just kind of wavy without actually being like curls. So do that all over your head. This side's not quite as wavy. Didn't do a very good job on that one. But as you can see, this side is a little bit wavier and it just looks more textured versus actually curly. So super easy. I showed you the 3 different ways to use a curling iron, and again, I had one curling iron nothing special. I didn't have 5,000 different tools. I had one, and it's really just all on the technique on how you curl it, how you pull it, and how you let it cool down. So I hope these tips were helpful, and I hope you enjoy.